Good afternoon. This is Elizabeth Griffin, your independent author from South Philadelphia, and today we're going to talk about people watching. As a storyteller, you're going to create characters, and you want those characters to be original and authentic. You also want them to be relatable and recognizable. So in order to do this, I suggest you people watch. Go outside your home, go into your environment, and observe. You can do this downtown. You can do it at a supermarket, you can do it at a restaurant, you can do it at the movie theater. Wherever you go, take the time to notice the people around you. And when you watch them, try to engage all your five senses. When you look at them, observe how they're dressed, observe their body language, observe the gestures they make when they talk. Observe their speech patterns. Do they speak with a stutter? Do they speak with a lisp? Do they speak rapidly? Do they curse in between words? Notice their patterns. These things will help you develop characters. Also, notice their body language. Do they lean forward when they talk to a person? Or do they distance themselves? Do you get the impression that maybe the person they're talking to has bad breath because they don't lean into them? Just observe as much as you can, and this will help you as a storyteller. Also, when they walk, notice how they walk. I was shocked to discover that people don't all walk the same. Some people walk with a limp. Some people walk with a little strut or a stride. Some people walk with their posture straight. Others walk slouched over. Some people have a skip in their pace. Some people drag their feet. There's so many ways that a person can walk. And what clued me in on this was I was taking a playwriting class. And in that playwriting class, they wanted us to act. So they gave us a script and they had us memorize it, and then they had us act out the parts. And in order to act out the character, we needed to create them. We needed to give a background information about them, their history, their likes, their dislikes. And this is similar to what you'll be doing. Also, how they moved, how their body moved, how they looked, how they used their eyes, their mouth, their hands. All these gestures and movements are important in developing a character. Also, as I said, you employ the five senses. So we talked about speech and hearing. We talked about movement. Also, do they touch when they talk? Do they caress? Do they tap their fingers? There's so many things that people do while expressing themselves verbally and also non-verbally. So as a people watcher, you will see this, and you will also listen to their vocabulary. Everybody doesn't employ or use the same vocabulary. Some people use words that let you know that they had a higher education. Other people use different words that may give an indication to maybe they're a technical type person. Also, do different ways that they express themselves to say no. Like, everybody doesn't say no the same way. Somebody could say nah, nah. There are different ways that you can express negative feelings. And pay attention to the words that they use. Pay attention to how they express themselves. Pay attention to how they eat. There's so many things and so much that you can learn from a person just by watching them. And also how they dress, how they carry themselves, how their clothes look. This tells you about person. Is the person neat? Is the person sloppy? People watching can give you so much insight into creating a character and building a character. And for me, one thing I do is when I'm looking for a character or someone to star in my book, I look for unique people, people that stand out, people that are a little different. Either they're real reserved, or they're real boisterous, or they're outgoing. It's something about them that draws me to them. Maybe even their physical appearance. Maybe they have extra large lips that are attractive in some way. I had a coworker who had lips that were just, you couldn't even define them. They were beautiful. They were large, they were attractive, and they were something I had never seen before. And I was like, that would be something good to put in a book. So look at the different characteristics, facial characteristics, body characteristics, and incorporate that into your collection of information. And when you gather this information, consider it as something that's going into your toolbox. You may not use all this information now, all the things that you observe now, but you'll have a resource. So when you're developing characters, you can go in your box or your toolbox and you'll look and say, oh, I remember that this person spoke a certain way or used a certain phrase over and over again. And, I like that. And I think maybe I'll give my character that speaking pattern or that trait. So I suggest, as I said before, get on a bus. Listen to how teenagers talk. They speak differently than adults. And then watch their behaviors. A lot of times people are on their phones, they're texting, or they're watching video games, or maybe they could be tapping their toes while they're while they're playing the game. People have all types of behavioral habits and ways of expressing themselves. So go out into the environment and observe. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope it's been insightful. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Love, joy, peace, and bye-bye.